Oh, that rugged cross, my salvation, will have power over me. Now my soul cries out, hallelujah, praise and honor unto thee. Of heaven, God's own Son, to his friend redeemed, and kindly very ones led him through the stream. And rugged cross, my salvation, where your blood poured out over me. Now my soul cries out, hallelujah, praise and honor unto thee. By the precious blood of Jesus, still now accursed of sin, and held me for the Son sets free, the tree indeed. My debt is paid, is paid in full by the precious blood of my Jesus filled. Now the curse of sin and hold of me, for the Son sets free, the free indeed. My salvation, where your love poured out over me. Now my soul cries out, hallelujah, praise and honor unto thee. The storm is away. Behold the empty tomb. Hallelujah, God be praised. He risen from the grave. Oh, the rugged cross, my salvation, where your love poured out over me. Now my soul cries out, hallelujah, praise and honor unto thee. Praise and honor unto thee. Now my soul cries, hallelujah. That welcomes me, the kindness of mercy, the rod of blood, wholeheartedly, my soul undeserving. You're so good, God. You're so good. you're so good. God, you're so good. You're so good to me.
All right, guys, let's head back to our seats.
No, that seat is mine. That seat is mine. Thank you. God, you're so good. You're so good to me.
Bow our heads. God, I thank you for bringing us all here tonight. And I thank you for being so good to us, even when we don't deserve it. Thank you for your mercy and your grace. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
I don't know. And she can't eat cake, that's why. She can't eat chocolate cake. Because it's fun.
As we Noah's going to just play for a minute more, and as we kind of begin to get into mode of going into God's Word, I want you to begin to kind of think about worship. And in just a second, I'm going to ask some of you just to share your definition of what worship is. Remember last week I kind of introduced 10 things that we're going to talk about that are spiritual disciplines. This week I'm going to start with worship. Worship is very important in the life of a Christian. Alright? And I want you just to think about worship. And I'm going to say another little prayer. And as we pray, I want you just to kind of ask God just to reveal to you tonight the real heart of worship. Do we worship God the way we're supposed to? We're going to look at some scriptures tonight that I hope we leave here. We'll have a better grasp, better hold of what true worship is in our lives so that we can do our very best for our Savior. Okay? So let's pray. Father, as we open up your word, Lord, I pray tonight that, Father, you just look deep down into our lives, Lord, into our hearts. Father, you'll see exactly where we are, Lord, in our life. And Father, you'll see if our hearts are bent towards you. If Father, everything we do in our life is motivated towards you, Lord God. And Father, what true worship means. Father, do we genuinely worship you and focus on you and give you our very best? Or, Father, do sometimes we just put lip service to it? Father, do we just kind of act out a routine? Lord, do we actually do nothing at all? Because, Father, you want us to worship. You don't want us to pretend. Lord, tonight, just speak to us in a mighty way. We give this time to you, Father. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Good. So I'm going to ask you to turn to Romans chapter 12. Romans chapter 12, verse 1. Verse 1. And in just a minute, I'm going to ask somebody to read Romans chapter 12, verse 1. But I just wonder, would somebody just randomly, without me actually calling on somebody, would somebody just randomly like to just say, this is my definition of worship. This is what I believe worship is. Somebody just share with me what worship is.
Praising the Lord all the time and trying your hardest not to show the devil.
Praising the Lord all the time and trying your hardest not to show the devil. Okay? Somebody else. Definition of worship.
Singing.
Okay, singing. Somebody else?
Giving honor in everything you do.
Giving honor in everything you do. Good, all right. Somebody else.
Giving confidence.
Confidence. Okay?
Always keep them in your mind and your heart. Always keep them in your mind and your heart.
Keep it in your mind and in your heart. Very good, very good. Listen, this is how Webster's Dictionary, go ahead, share it.
Offer yourself as a living sacrifice to God.
Okay, good. And we're going to read that in just a second. Very good. This is what Webster's Dictionary said. This is the old, very old, aged Webster's Dictionary. It says, to honor with extravagant love and extreme submission. To honor with extravagant love and extreme submission. So we've got love and submission in there. Okay? Think about this, guys. Here's, in my life, I can go back years and years and years and years and years, and I start thinking about things in my life that I've worshipped. Now, we don't walk around through our days looking at specific items or people and things. We always say He is our worship. That's where our worship goes. However, when we put other things ahead of God, without really intentionally or thinking about that's what we're worshiping. Anything that goes above God becomes an object of worship. Anything above God becomes what we honor with extravagant love and extreme submission. So no matter what that is, no matter what in our life, in our realm of influence, in our bubble, no matter what it is, if it goes above God, if it is a person, a place, a thing, an idea, no. If it's any one of those things, it becomes the center of our worship. We got to be careful. And growing up as a child, you look at different things and go, man, I'd love to do that. I love to do that. I love to go to that place. Or I love to be around those people. Think about this. What in your life or who in your life makes you the happiest? Think about that. You don't have to share it. Just think about that. What or who makes you the happiest? Now, do you spend more time with that person? Do you spend more time with that object or go and spend more time in that place than you do with God? Because if so, it becomes your center of worship. All right? So here's what I want to do. I want somebody to read Romans 12:1. Why don't you, Dakota? Why don't you read that for us, please?
Therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship.
Your true and proper worship. John Piper is he's a pastor, he's a preacher, he's a writer and everything, and I don't always agree with John Piper, but I do like some of the things that he says. I really do. And he said this: valuing or treasuring God above all things is worship. Is worshiping God. Valuing or treasuring God above all things. Now, when you read and look at verse 1 of chapter 12, and he says, I urge you. Who is this that's urging us? Paul is urging us. I urge you, therefore, brothers and sisters, by the mercies of God. I mean, listen, he's pouring it out there. This is what I urge you to do. But at the end, he uses the word worship in our life. Worship. Because to Paul, the center of worship was Christ. It used to not be. In Paul's world, the center of his influence was power. He wanted to work his way up in his position so that he could one day be one of the top. But when God got hold of him and shook him and changed his worldview and broke his old heart and gave him a new heart and a new life, a new start, his whole worldview changed. And he became a lover of Christ, a follower of Christ, a devoted, compassionate follower of Christ. And Jesus became his all in all, and Jesus became his worship. That's where he wanted to be, was in that place of worship. What about us? See, a lot of us, we think about, man, when we worship, what is worship? Worship is singing. No. Worship is praying. No. Worship is reading Scripture. Worship is, guys, all of those things together, brought together in front of God, presented to God in the right way, in the right manner. All of those things can be a mode of worship, can be a manner of worship in our lives. Guys, we can worship God when we're driving down the road in our car, just praising His name. We can sing songs and pray. We can just pour our hearts out before God, because at that moment we're just saying, God, you are the center of my world. Worship doesn't just have to be when we come here in the first 10, 15 minutes of time together, or on Sunday morning when we gather together. Because a lot of us, what we do is we say, we're going to go in, we're going to sing 6 or 7 songs, and that's our worship. And then when pastor gets up to preach, all of a sudden we cut it off. No. We worship God in all of those ways, in all those things, because we're focused on who? Him. Tonight I want to talk to you about 3 things to do with worship.